Hello and welcome. I'm a squared gamer, and we are back with another day of streams. A bit of a late start today. I'm also probably not going to stream for too long today, but I figured I might as well give you guys a stream. I was at a birthday dinner earlier, and so I also have most of the day booked out. Lower the volume there. And yeah, so that's what I was doing today. So I am stuffed at the moment. And of course, once you fill your tummy, the logical next step is to lie down and go sleepy time. So we are going to try and push through for as long as possible, but it's probably going to be a short stream. Either way, we're playing Crusader Kings 3, as we usually do. Oof. Man, I am full. So, there was an update. I could have started even earlier, but when I tried turning on my computer, the whole thing crashed. It blue screened on me and restarted, so that was not ideal. Hopefully it doesn't happen again during the stream. I know the last few streams we've had have been full of technical issues and network issues and stream crashes. So hopefully, and I don't know why I'm hoping this, because I have no basis for this hope, but hopefully the blue screen that happened right before I started stream is the last I see of it, at least for today. I mean, chances are it's not, but I really am hoping against hope that was the last of it. Oof. I'm also lethargic because of how much food I have in me at the moment. But let's get to it. You see my guy here is wearing something different than he was when I ended last stream. It's not because I did anything. It's because the game updated right before I started today. And so I'm hoping that the updates don't mess up my game. Let's continue from our last save. Oh, what are all these pink lines? Found a holy order, non nobis domine. That's an achievement I unlocked, but I don't remember founding a holy order. Did I found a holy order? Oh, I did. That was the last act I took last time on Crusader Kings 3. We founded our holy order right at the end. What's up with all these bright pink lines? Like, that is a lot to look at. I assume this is because of the update? But why are these all over the place? This random pink line here, is that a river? It is a river. Oh, and there's no more pink lines. Okay, I just had to zoom in a little. That was weird. That was a bug. And what's this paper here? Okay, hold on a second. I just noticed that the art around the map that we're playing on is completely different. The floor is different. The, what do you call this? The tapestry on the tablecloth is different. It was blue, I think, if I remember correctly. Also, the table, look at it. It's wooden now. It was not wooden beforehand. And this chest here in the corner was not there before. And this little piece of paper wasn't there before. The fox was quick to say, however, "Sir, whither so fast away? Are you afraid of me, that am your friend? A fiend or worse, I should be to intend you harm or practice villainy upon you. Dear sir, I was not even spying on you." Wait a minute. Okay, so that was a poem that I totally butchered when I was reading it. However, is there a spy? Some here in the darkness out here? That put this on my table while I was away? What's going on here, Crusader Kings? I'm on to you. Yeah, this book is new. I think the shield is new. There's a lot of new stuff. Oh, Persia reformed. I didn't even notice when that happened. They were the Sassanids? I forget what their name was. Safarid is the House Safarid. They also called their kingdom Safarids. But now it's back to Persia. And Mongolia is huge, as it usually is. Scandinavia has reformed 1 and 2. I think they took over Bohemia. Is Bohemia now part of Scandinavia? Let me control-click Scandinavia. Yeah, they conquered Bohemia. That's new. So they're expanding. And now they're right on the border with the Holy Roman Empire. Let me see. Scandinavia has 5,000 soldiers and they're currently in 4 different wars. Meanwhile, the Holy Roman Empire has only 1,400. And they're currently fighting an internal war. Ruthenia's gotten pretty big as well. That's nice to see. Sahara, this is new. Wait, I feel like a lot happened while I was focusing in my little corner. Because last time, we were focused on expanding here. And then a few things happened. I don't quite remember all of it that happened, but there was a bunch of internal fights happening. So my children were all fighting with each other. Yeah. So Zaragoza here. Navarra wants Calatayud, which is right here. Oh, yes. So she was being sandwiched between these two. Yeah, so we were focusing on a lot of internal stuff, and I didn't realize all the stuff that had happened in the rest of the world, aside from Scandinavia taking Bohemia. And I think Mongolia expanded even further south. But a couple of the big things is Persia reforming. And the Tulunids, I think I remember saying that they broke apart. So I did see that. However, the Aghlabids completely broke apart. The Byzantine Empire took the eastern half of the Aghlabid Sultanate. And then the other half became independent. So Tripolitania, Gabes, Tunis, they've all become independent. Barca over here. Are the Aghlabids still around? Yes, they are. They currently own Gabes. But they lost everything else. So the Aghlabids finally broke apart. Meanwhile, my nephew here, the Kingdom of Sicily, died. And his daughter took over. But his daughter's daughter, the player heir, is currently in prison. Why? Can I pay the ransom? I cannot afford it. Okay, then instead, can I go to Sicily and ask them to join me? No, because that's a kingdom, and so they are equal in status to me. As a king, I cannot ask another king to become my vassal. That's not possible. But yeah, the Byzantines have spread by taking over Sicily, over here, and then by taking over the Aghlabid land that the Aghlabids have lost. So a lot happened while I was focusing on my corner of the world. But the reason I was so focused on my corner is because my daughter, the Duchess of Zaragoza here, got double teamed by my other daughter, the Duchess of Murcia, and by my son, the Duke of Navarra. One came from the north, the other from the south, and they started taking chunks off of my daughter here, to the point where Murcia took this part, and now Navarra is about to take this county here. So that's not good. Meanwhile, something is happening in my court. So I will start today's game with this. The Gallant Knight. Christian is my bodyguard. My bodyguard Christian has excelled during our recent battles, and my court is buzzing with excitement. What an accomplished knight. What a role model. What a man. With all the praise raining down on him, it is made clear that I am expected to officially reward him in some manner. So I can speak well of him and nothing else. And he gets disappointed, loses 20 opinion of me. Oh, he's at 100 currently. Only because of the cap. So he likes me actually more than 100. Or I could have him serve as my personal champion. What is a personal champion? Increases my prestige, lowers my dread, can take my place in some duels, and earns me prestige when competing in a grand tournament. I mean, okay, that's fine. I don't need any prestige, but it's the better of the two options, and his aptitude is excellent, so he will serve as my personal champion. He is not my marshal, but oh yeah, even if my current marshal were to pass away, he still wouldn't be my marshal. Godwine would be my marshal. So that's fine. He can be my personal champion and my bodyguard. Why is Toto so hurt? Oh, she has the pox. Because she likes going to brothels so much. Oh, I can hold court as well. So let's go ahead and do that. I do not want to vassalize Orleans, because that would create even more issues with France and French commoners revolting all over the place, with peasant revolts and with French nobles always creating factions against me. I know what that's like. I do not want to be involved in that. So I will not do that. You know, these powerful vassals are not good enough stat-wise. I don't want to deal with hostages. All that does is give me more prestige, but I don't want more prestige. These are members of my family, so I don't need to negotiate an alliance with them. And I do not want a co-monarch. And so that is all the messages. Now we can hold court now. 100 prestige, 3 petitioners. I think it's always 3. So the first in line can approach. Empty granaries. Before me stands my daughter Infanta Toda, her head hung low. My lord, Albarracin has been hit hard by the recent raiding and looting. The people are starving, our fields are not recovering, and our livestock is not enough to survive anymore. We beg you to intervene and to save your devoted subjects with your great magnanimity. She bows deeply and falls silent. I mean, part of the reason there was raiding and looting was because you declared war on your sister. So I can give her some gold, and all these counties gain this county investment modifier. But that's 105 gold it would cost me. I can grant tax relief, which doesn't cost me anything, but lowers the amount of taxes I get from these places. Tax relief does give more development growth and more popular opinion than county investment. But county investment doesn't have any negative tax modifiers. Or I can send Ambrosia as an official inspector. Who's Ambrosia? I don't know who this is. But you know what? You can demand, you can become my religion. She gains 1 stewardship? Her stewardship wasn't that good anyways. Or I'm sure you can manage on your own. So yeah. So I think I want county investment, but it's so expensive, 105 gold. You know what? I'll just send Ambrosia. It doesn't cost me anything. Dust to dust. A thin, raggedy peasant stands before me, gawking at the opulence of my throne room. Obviously distracted, I call him to get his attention. Oh, I'm sorry, my lord. My village in Valencia was hit by blight this year. We lost not only our crop, but our seed too. We have nothing. We shall starve without help. Glancing around my throne room again, he adds, surely you have wealth to spare. This peasant. Okay, we should be back. I'm dropping frames. I've already dropped 400 frames. But it looks like everything's coming back up. Yeah, everything looks like it's back up and running. I am no longer dropping frames. So that's good. Okay, so let's get back to it. Dust to dust. There's a peasant here. This guy, Berenger, says Valencia was hit by blight and wants me to invest. I can give him 105 gold, and the county gets pleased peasants. Plus 25 popular opinion. But Valencia is my capital, and they already have, I think, like plus 80 opinion of me. This is Valencia. But yeah, plus 54. It was plus 79, but then I got this event. That gave me a minus 25. Conversos persecuted. So I don't really care about pleased peasants, especially since it would cost me 100 gold just to get that. Your service will repay your debt. I lose 55 gold and gain free labor, which is good, but I'm not really building stuff. I'm pretty maxed out on my buildings, so I don't really need free labor. If the fields are barren, you shall wield the sword. Plowshares to swords for 10 years. That lowers my tax revenue. So I'm losing money either way. Minus 20% to holding taxes for 10 years to the county of Valencia. So let's do the math and figure out which one loses me the most money or the least money. So minus 20% for 10 years. Currently, I get 0.88 tax per month. I'm going to pull out a calculator because I do not feel like thinking at the moment. So I don't know if you guys can see the calculator, but let me see if I can show you the calculator. Oh, I just screwed it up. Hold on, I put it on the wrong one. I did manage to show it. However, I showed it on the wrong scene. So let me window capture the calculator. Okay. And then let's put it in the middle of the screen here. Now you can see the calculator. And so the goal is we have 0.88 gold per month. And we are going to lower that by 20%. So that's times 0.2. And that's 0.176. So that's 0.88 minus 0.176. So instead of the 0.88 that we currently get, instead we will get 0.7 gold. So that's minus 0.18 gold per month. 10 years has what, 120 months? So if we lose 0.18 gold per month, after 120 months, 0.18 per month is what we're losing. After 120 months, we have lost 21.6 gold. So let's close the calculator. And if we look at the court, this one would lose me 105 gold, this one would lose me 55. So plowshare to swords, even though it's minus 20% holding taxes for 10 years, only will lose me 21 gold, 21 and a half gold in the 10 years total. So this is the least expensive option. So plowshares to swords it is. Monument restoration. Sukaina here. A peasant woman stands before me, informing the court of her plea. The recent war took a toll on the countryside, and we're not sure who the culprit was, but they looted an important cultural site to us Andalusians from Alicante. Please, we beseech you, spare some of your resources so we can see it restored. The peasant ends her request with a clumsy bow, a clear indicator of their low-born status. So again, 105 gold. which I'm not doing, just to increase cultural acceptance by 5%. That's extremely not worth it. You can use the remaining materials for other buildings. Reduces building costs but lowers cultural acceptance. Or we cannot afford to spend gold. Minus 35 popular opinion. Okay, I will go with this. It decreases cultural acceptance by 10%. But what is our current cultural acceptance with the Andalusians? 63%. So it would go down to 53%. That is fine. Not a big deal, and I don't have to pay anything. So that ends my court session. And I know I've said this before, but I will say it again. Hopefully, this is the last, or not hopefully, but I think this will be the last court session that I hold. Because I'm old. And I could die any moment now. So it's entirely possible that I do not hold another court session, because court sessions have to be held every 2 years. And so let me look at the... actually, I didn't have to leave that. Yeah, 5 years. Court sessions are held every 5 years, so I cannot hold one again until 1006 AD. It is currently 1001 AD. So what is my next step? I have a bunch of prestige. I'm trying to get to legendary figure before I die. I have a bunch of piety. I'm maxed out on my level of devotion. So I should use that for something. And I do have the Know Thyself perk, which will warn me when I'm 1 year away from death. So what is my next step? Is it attacking Cordoba? No, I'm friends with the Emir of Cordoba. Is it attacking Isbelia? I am not their friend. But my military is so low. Why? I guess I could increase military size, but that would leave me with only 13 gold. I'm getting 0 from my vassals. Why? Let me unpause the game and hopefully it fixes itself while it calculates in the background. Asmonia is trying to kill Nur. I don't think I care about either of them. 6 messages and I'm still losing money and I'm not getting any taxes for my vassals. Why? Just more hostages, which I do not want. My son committed crimes. I think they took Zaragoza, but I think that's fine because the Duchy of Zaragoza... Oh no, okay, it's spread southward. But I'm okay with it not spreading west. Are there other kingdoms I can form? I think I can form France. But I don't want to. I think I can instead form Navarra. But I don't think I'm allowed Because they're of a different faith than me. Yep, that is correct. Okay, the question now is, why am I not getting any taxes? Okay, so this is my holy order that I formed just recently. They want the city of Ije. I can give it to them, and they pay me 165 gold. Or I can give them Ola instead. The question is, where is Ije and where is Olat? Okay. That is in Zaragoza. Meanwhile, Olat... They would pay slightly less for Olat, but Olat is in Barcelona. I mean, they want EJ, and they're willing to pay more for EJ, so I'll give them EJ. Expand, people, expand. Meanwhile, why am I losing gold? Where are my taxes? Courtiers? Caravan, Seneschal, Master of the Hunt. Okay, I do not see the tax collector position. I also do not see the wet nurse position. What happened to my wet nurse? I cannot hire a wet nurse. Why? I need a child. Or a child hostage. I guess I'll take a child hostage just so that I can get the wet nurse position available to me. Do I not have any children in my court? I mean, I do. But these are great-grandchildren. My own children are obviously grown up. And I personally am not a child. Okay. So I need a hostage. After all the times I've said I don't want a hostage. Let me unpause and I'm sure they'll give me a message about a hostage pretty soon. Actually, while I'm doing this, let me increase the size of my pikemen by 1. And I'm back down to 170 gold. Hostages, please. I am not hybridizing my culture. That is definitely not happening. So now we have exchange hostages. No, I'm not doing that. I don't want to give up a hostage. Instead, I can demand a hostage. So who's this? His granddaughter? But not the primary heir. This is the primary heir. That's fine. I mean, your mother is a lunatic. She's irritable and she whips herself. So she's definitely not afraid of whipping you. You are severely injured. I wonder how that happened. Scratches and bruises, severely injured. Yeah. So you know what? Being my hostage will probably be better for her. Yeah, she's got scratches and bruises. Quote unquote, most likely after playing a bit rough. And yet, the very next modifier is cowardly. Carries the stain of having left a fellow child to be bullied as a youth. Yeah, I wonder. There's no way those two things could possibly be connected. Especially not with the third thing of her mother being a lunatic, an irritable lunatic who likes to whip herself, let alone others. So we will demand that hostage. It's in the best interest of the child, really. And she is now my hostage. I see no choice but to accept your demand to take my granddaughter Mascarosa as your hostage. Excellent. And then I think this is her. Goofrey came of age. Guifre. Troubadour's dedication. There are often performers at court, but this time we were promised something special, and I certainly got it. As the troubadour starts yet another stanza, I try not to show how flattered I am by this dedication, directed at me in front of the entire court. Gamzee has truly outdone herself. She's married, and she's in my court. Okay, she's intelligent. Is he? He's also intelligent. So if they have children, he's 18, and she's 28. So if they have children, the child should be intelligent and might even be a genius. So that's perfect. A Catholic Persian. That was rare. So I gained 75 prestige. Meanwhile, Guifre over here does not have any inheritable traits. And so when I find him a spouse, I need to find someone who does have inheritable traits. 81 characters, and then sum of all skills. Ooh, this one has 36 learning. But she's Andalusian. And she's also more than double his age. So Badiat here is of my religion. And her stats are pretty good. Plus, she's trusting and he's compassionate. I think that's pretty good. Diligent and zealous. He's craven and wrathful. I don't think those interact with each other. So personality-wise, they don't have too much in common, but they also don't have anything that contradicts each other. Education-wise, they are both intrigue education. She has 3 stars. Oh, he has 4. So I think it will be by that. Let me just check if I've missed anything. Ooh, 27. 27 diplomacy is really good. As is 36 learning. It's making me double think. Or double... What double am I trying to say here? It's making me hesitate, I should say, on who to marry to him. He's only 16, so these women are so old that they might not get a chance to have children. And that's what I'm worried about with the people with good stats but who are older in age. So yeah, I think I'll marry him to buy that. Send that proposal. There you go. You're all set. Are my taxes fixed? No. Someone is plotting against me. We must stop this villain. This is my new spy master. And she has accepted that marriage, so now they should be married. But now what I want to do is... I think the hostage is in my court now. Oh, she's not in my court. But this kid has gotten a personality. He is now bossy, which makes him good at martial and stewardship. Base 1, base 2. Base 2. So he's base 2 in both. Base 0, base 1. Base 0. Oh, but he's Herculean. Okay, so that gives him a +8. Always challenge other characters to vote. May wager a personally held county. Okay. It's a cultural tradition. I didn't know I had that. But he can focus on martial. And then have a martial educator. Oh, I'm actually really good at this. Yeah, I'm actually the second best martial educator. Godwine here, my future marshal, is the best. However, I think I'm going to teach him myself. And I will convert his culture, make him Catalan. Send that proposal. This is my great-grandson. Son of a Modus. Who is the daughter of Toda, Duchess of Mercia. But she is not her eldest daughter. She's third in line. So she's not the primary heir. Okay. I have a hostage now, so I should have the wet nurse position available to me again. Right? No, I still do not. Has the hostage not arrived? Let's unpause. What's this? A bunch of people gained the scholarly courtier trait. That's fine. Then this is... He wants to pay Gonzalo's ransom. But he is in jail. He's willing to ransom someone else, one of his fellow prisoners, out. And this guy's 61 with poor health, so yeah, I'll accept that. Better than him dying in my prison. So now I only have 6 prisoners in here. Yeah, none of these will be ransomed out, so... I think Gonzalo was one who was in here for 10 years, just like Jake over here. So it's a good thing he was ransomed out. Meanwhile, no one else wants to pay a ransom except him, but I want to keep him in prison. Because his son... No, wait, why do I want to keep him in prison? Oh, okay, because he's the Duke of Toledo. I don't want him to be the Duke of Toledo. I want a member of my house to be the Duke of Toledo. But if I take the duchy for myself, I do not have any other children to give it to, and so then it will become part of a succession problem. And so he needs to stay in jail until I die, and have my heir, the future queen, have her deal with him. I can construct a building in Alicante. I'm not going to do that right now. I don't have enough money. The problem here is my income. Vassals are giving me 0 gold. Why? And why can I not look at anything else? There's supposed to be other tabs besides domain. I think my game is bugged out is what I think is happening. Because I cannot see my succession. So if I... What is even this? If I think I'm gonna have to exit the game and then get back into the game and try and figure out what exactly is happening here. So let's try and go back in. I knew it was buggy too because when we first started it had those pink lines all over the place. So am I still getting 0 from my vassals? Ooh, okay. Okay. How about realm? No, I can only look at my domain. Okay. I don't understand what is happening. Okay, it got moved to the side from the update. That's what's happening. Okay, that's fine. And then this is my succession. Vassal opinion -8. Why? Oh, from my tyranny. Okay, I just had to get used to. This new screen. And I can see the directive. But why? I cannot see why they're not getting any money. Why are they not paying me? I'm confused and I don't understand why none of these people are paying taxes. All of their contributions are 0%. But why? How do I look at their contract? How do I see their vassal contract? I am very confused. Well, she's pregnant. That's nice. I'm still confused, though. Okay, this is annoying. I don't know how. What if I go to the actual county itself? How do I look at their vassal contract? Maybe if I look at someone else who's not my primary heir? I don't see it, and I'm confused now. Because I'm trying to figure out how I can look at other people's contracts with me, and I cannot figure it out. Because none of these people are paying taxes, and that's definitely a bug. Because they're all supposed to be paying taxes. Okay. Can I just look up tax collector? Nope. And none of these positions are tax collector. So how do I find my tax collector? Can I just go? By age. And then just make this person my tax collector. Can I give that? No, I do not want to give her land. I want to make her a tax collector. That position is not available. I don't even know what she speaks. Probably... Oh, Anglo-Saxon. They speak Anglic language. Okay, so I am confused. I don't think I can play this game if there's a bug that doesn't let me get any gold for my vassals, because that's just going to make me lose gold continuously. So I have to figure out why I'm not getting any gold. Let me unpause. Let a couple days go by. No, nothing has changed. Oh, this is so frustrating. I don't know what to do. I honestly do not know what to do. At least I have a wet nurse now, apparently. No, they're still not letting me. I can recruit for a wet nurse. I guess it's because there are no wet nurses in my court. So let's search for someone who can be a wet nurse. So there's one issue down. Now the next issue is the more important of the two. What is this, Castillo? How do I get my money that is rightfully mine? Subjects. They're subjects, but they should be vassals. I'll go to someone who I have a hook on, because then I think I can use the hook to negotiate contract, right? Nope. I am very confused. Okay, who do I have hooks on? This lady. I know she's a witch. Oh wait, did I see negotiate? No, that's negotiate alliance. I want to negotiate a vassal contract. I can't do it. This is giving me a headache. I don't know what to do. How do I fix this and make them pay me the gold they're supposed to be paying me? I have a headache now. This is giving me a headache. Okay, I'm gonna close the game and then reopen it. I'm gonna fully close it, exit to desktop, and then reopen it. Here, you can have my face. So you're not just looking at a full black screen while I'm trying to reopen Crusader Kings. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, let's resume play. And Let's reopen it. And hopefully this fixes the issue. Because that is definitely a bug that happened from this update that just happened. Let me take a drink of water while this is initializing. Okay, we're back. And I'm still getting 0 gold from my vassals. But Scandinavia did some work while I was focused over here. They took back Scotland. Yep. So they're spreading again. Although Iceland somehow popped up here. Petty Kingdom of Iceland, so that's cool. Meanwhile, can I fix this? Can I go to one of my children and negotiate their contract with me? I can't. And I don't know what to do. I'm annoyed now because this... I don't think I'll be able to play this game today. Or if this gets fixed, I might have to restart a whole new game playthrough. Okay. Let's think about this. None of my subjects are paying gold. I cannot negotiate their vassal contracts. So can I at the very least see their vassal contract? Can you give me that much at least? That's a succession law. Okay, that's a duchy. So I think maybe it's because these are dukes, but no, because Teruel here is not a duke, she's a countess. And I cannot negotiate her contract either. So there's definitely something wrong where the game is taking 0 gold from anybody. My vassals are paying me 0 gold. Okay. How do I fix this? Man, I really need help on this because I do not know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. Oh, we have a tutor position. That's new. Nope. I'm lost. Yeah, it's a new update. Welcome back, Edgar. New update, and my vassals are not paying me any gold. And I don't know how to fix that. Maybe I can negotiate his contract? I don't think negotiating contract will fix the issue. I'm just trying to find someone whose contract I can negotiate. Because then I can at least look to see if what the bug did is that it lowered everyone's tax obligation. At least that way I would know what the actual issue is. But as of right now, without even being able to see my vassals' contracts, I don't know what the issue is. I don't know why none of my vassals are paying me any gold. Yeah, not a single vassal is paying me a single gold. Or even a percent of a gold. I'm completely lost, I gotta be honest. I don't know what to do. I can't play the game, first and foremost, because no one's paying me any gold, so I'm just going to be losing gold continuously until I go into debt. So now I'm just clicking through stuff, hoping something clicks in the game. I've already closed the game and reopened it. And that didn't do anything. So now it feels like this is just an update issue. And the only way that this can get fixed is for another update to come in and fix it. That's where my thought process is at the moment. I mean, I'm still getting the gold from my domains. So all my holdings are still giving me gold. So that's the 8.3 that I'm currently making. But 0 from vassals is just not what should be happening. Okay, that's not doing anything. Tax collector. It's not a title, it's a position, but I am lost as to what to do. How? At this point, I'm not even trying to fix the issue of why vassals are not paying me any gold. At this point, I'm just hung up on trying to figure out how to actually see why they're not paying me any gold. Whether it's because their tax obligations have gone down to none, or whether it's because my taxes are set to zero. I'm just trying to figure out how to find out what the issue actually is. I'm not even trying to fix the issue at this point. I've already given up on that. But I can't even find my tax collector. So that's... How about in-game menu? No, that's that. Okay, can I find tax collector here? Yes, yes, yes. But how do I go to my tax collector? I know what they do. How do I go to them? Okay. Okay, they have an obligation. Yes, yes. Is there a tutorial lesson on taxes? Because if there is, they usually have... Can I collapse these? I cannot. So I'm going to have to scroll through this. Basics, map, character, resources. Okay, passively from both your holdings and your vassals is tax. Money, okay. Let's scroll past that. Lifestyle, interacting, dynasty, marriage, titles, holdings, vassals. Okay. It is, here's a list of your current vassals along with, at the top of the list. Okay, there's, come here. I can't actually click on anything. I think there would have been an option here to send me to my taxes, but I don't think I can do that through my tutorial lesson. Okay, that doesn't help. So nothing from the encyclopedia. I'm just gonna close the game again. Here you go. You can look at my face. Although that smile is not what I'm currently feeling. Exit to main menu first. Let's see if there's something on the main menu that can fix this issue. No, it doesn't look like there is, so I will close the game. Okay, let me give it 5 seconds. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. Now let's try reopening the game back up a third time. And resume play. And let's see if this will do it. Here, you can look at this sneaky guy spying on this happy family. Okay, we are back. I'm still getting 0 gold for my vassals. That's fine. Okay, none of these messages matter for what we are currently working on. Let's look at my realm and my subjects. Yep, they're paying 0 gold, 0 levies. Okay. This just means the taxes will be reduced, not that it should be 0. And not everyone has this, like Countess Juana here doesn't have this option, and yet 0 gold from her. How about court positions? How do I have 3 court artificers? Okay. Flandrian. I will try your suggestion. So, I have to go to Steam. Hold on, let me close the game. You guys get pure darkness. Here's my face. My nice little happy face. Perfectly representing what I'm feeling at the moment. So, Flandrian, you said I can right click on Crusader Kings 3 in Steam. So let me open up Steam. And then Crusader Kings 3. Right click. Let me make sure I'm following these instructions correctly. Properties. Betas. Select previous version. Okay, what was the previous version? This one says we are currently on 1.16. So I should go to 1.15. Oh, it's downloading now. So that's good. But it's stuck at 0% download, so that's maybe not good. Oh, it's updating. Okay. 1.15.2 was the latest. I'm on 1.15.0. I didn't even see 1.15.2. Let me go back into the betas and see if I can find that. 1.15.12. No, I don't even have that available to me. So I guess I was at 1.1510 before. 1.15.0 is what I meant to say. So that is what is currently being updated. Yeah, it looks like that 1.16 update happened today. That tends to happen though, you release something and it's buggy as soon as you release it. So I'm sure given time they'll be able to fix that issue, but man, that was frustrating. I have a headache from thinking too much. I'm not used to having to think. We're at 95%, so we're almost ready to reopen the game. It's at 97 now. Let me take a sip of water. Okay, we're launching the game again. Oh yeah, I am at 1.15.0.2. There's no guarantee that it'll be fixed. Yeah, I know there's no guarantee, but thank you for giving me at least a direction to follow because that's really all I needed. I was completely lost. I was just frozen here staring at the screen, clicking through things randomly. So at least it gives me something to try and do. Oh, and the game crashed. Let's try and reopen it again. Resume play. And it's opening, initializing. There it is. Let's see if it crashes again. Hopefully it doesn't. Yep, it crashed again. Okay, that is perfect. So let me just go back into Steam, and I guess I'm going to have to let it update. Yep, that's what I did. I rolled back up and put the current one on. It's updating again. We're at 32%. And now I'm dropping frames in OBS, so that's perfect. We're having a fun time today. Am I still up? I think I am. But it does say my connection is unstable. So I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. If you can hear me, we're going to go down for a quick second. I'm going to try and turn my Wi-Fi, or not my Wi-Fi, my internet off and on again. See if that does it. Okay, are we back? Yeah, I turned my internet on and off again, and my connection is still unstable, so it's not my internet. But I do keep dropping frames. And the game is updating slower than it did before. It's at 60% though. So that's nice. So while we sit here, what do you guys want to talk about? I've got nothing better to do. I am hot though. I have this little air conditioner here. Small little AC unit next to my desk. I'm going to turn it on. You guys let me know if you can hear it. Okay, now it's blowing. I mean, you guys can probably hear it because it's right under my microphone. Yeah, and I can see the microphone is picking it up. But I don't know if it's bad. Is it bad? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. My whole desk just started vibrating. Yeah, summer's coming, so I switched out the little space heater that was up here. Now we have little AC unit up here to blow cold air instead of hot air, but the space heater made no noise. This AC makes a lot of noise. Yeah, so you guys can hear it. Yeah. Alright, let me turn it back off. That was loud. Crusader Kings is at 93%. So we are almost back at it. You don't have to stare at my creepy face anymore. Let me see if I can window capture Steam. Okay. There you go. Instead of looking at my face, you can look at Steam. It is currently completed. So if I play now, let's see if it will crash again. So you guys can stop looking at Steam now. Let's see if it's going to crash one more time. I'm willing to give it one more chance. And if not, today's just going to be over for today. Or it's probably not going to crash because this is the new update. But let's see if I'm still making 0 gold for my vassals. I am 0 gold. Let me unpause. I'm gonna let Steve go. What am I trying to say here? I'm gonna let a week go by. Is what I'm trying to say. So it is currently November 7th. Let's go until November 14th. Give the game time to recalculate in the background. Okay, I'm still at 0 gold. Yep. So it looks like there's nothing we can do today. That's unfortunate. So today's just the last day. At least it happened today, because today was going to be a short stream anyways. Because I had a birthday dinner that I went to beforehand. And so the stream started very late today. And then once I came up onto Twitch, or not once, but before I turned on my Twitch, my computer blue screened on me. Completely crashed. And then I restarted it, and then Crusader Kings updated. And then once Crusader King updated, this happened. So it's like the universe is telling me today is not a good day to stream, which makes sense because I was celebrating someone else's birthday, which is why I was late. I was at a dinner, and the birthday didn't end once the dinner ended. So I guess I should go back, focus on that. Thanks for anyone who showed up today, though. I mean, it was a wonky day. You didn't really watch. You didn't really get to watch me play anything. I was just dealing with issues for most of the stream, and we've only been here for what, an hour and a half. But those of you who were willing to watch me go through this, I mean, I don't know if there's something wrong with you or not, but I guess it was entertaining. At least I hope it was entertaining. Either way, even though it was a big mess, I will still be uploading this hour and a half up to my YouTube channel. I don't want to leave anything out. So every single time I stream, I'm going to upload to my YouTube channel, even if it's a mess like today. So if you want to check it out, that's at A Squared Gamer on YouTube and on Instagram. I always post when I'm going live on my Instagram stories, so you guys know when I'm about to go live. But thanks for hanging out, I guess. And Flandrian, big shout out to you for trying to help me. I did learn something new today, and that's always the goal, right? Every day you want to learn something new, and today I learned about game betas in Steam. So that's cool. And anyone watching who, heard me talking about that, you kind of learned it too, if you didn't know it already. So thanks to Flandrian. Thanks for everyone who watched and went through this with me. I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm talking about like I just had some life-altering bad news. But no, it's just, my video game didn't quite work the way it was supposed to. If that's the worst thing that happened to anyone today, then today was a good day. And for me, it was a good day today. So thank you everyone who watched, everyone who hung out, everyone who trying to help. Hopefully tomorrow Crusader Kings fixes this issue. I will be back to stream tomorrow at my regular stream time. So that would be 4 o'clock US Eastern, 4:30 US Eastern. I have my schedule on my Twitch channel. If you go to one of the tabs, I think it's called schedule. You can see what my regularly scheduled programming is. But I should be back to tomorrow. And if Crusader Kings doesn't work tomorrow either, then I will try and figure out what to do instead. Because if Crusader Kings decides it doesn't want to work tomorrow, I'm not just going to end stream. So we'll try and figure out, if it doesn't work, another game we can play. Because really the only reason I started streaming was because I wanted to stream Crusader Kings 3. Because I saw other people playing Crusader Kings 3 and I thought, oh, that was fun. And I enjoyed watching it, so I decided to stream it, and hopefully other people enjoy watching Crusader Kings 3 by watching me, the same way I enjoyed it by watching others. So I'm trying to think what I would do if there's no Crusader Kings 3 tomorrow, but even if there isn't, I will be here tomorrow. So hopefully you guys will be with me tomorrow. Let me unplug this. I had my mouse charging because it was dying, so I just unplugged it. But yeah, that was something. I will see you all tomorrow. You can follow me on my Instagram or my YouTube. I post on my YouTube community tab when I'm going live as well. I'm at A Squared Gamer on both. You could also follow me on Twitter. I post when I'm going live there at A Squared GMR. You don't have to follow on all three of those. Just if you want to know the exact moment I go live, you can follow me on one of those. It doesn't have to be all of them, honestly. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I think that's it. Goodbye. P.S. I'm gonna try and milk this stream is ending screen for as long as possible, so you guys can take off if you want. I'm just gonna leave it here and try to pad my runtime for as long as possible. Bye bye.